Hi, and welcome back to another episode of What to Expect When You're Arrested. My name is Sean Henricksen here from the Sean Henricksen Law Firm, where we help good people like you avoid the devastating consequences of criminal charges. Today, we're actually talking about unlawfully carrying of a weapon, and specifically, we're going to talk about carrying a handgun in your car. Before we get to that, we do have a free download for you. It's 5 things that you should be doing right now if you've been arrested. If you click down in the show notes, there's a link where you can click on that and we'll send that right out to you. We also have a link down in the show notes. If you're being charged with a crime here in San Antonio, you can schedule a free consultation with us where we will discuss your case with you, answer any questions that you have, and let you know what you can expect going forward. And there's a link down in the show notes where you can click on that. Or you can always give us a call at 210-405-6410, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you have or schedule that consultation with you. There are a lot of different ways that you could be violating the law on carrying guns and get charged with unlawfully carrying of a weapon. That could be being a convicted felon. You could have an old family violence charge that resulted in you not being able to own or possess a firearm anymore. But today we're going to be talking about carrying a handgun in your car and when you can do that and when you can, and specifically how you can do that and how you can't. To have a handgun in your car in Texas, you either have to have it hidden or you have to have it in a holster. To break that down a little bit more, what the code says is if a gun is in plain view, then it has to be in a holster if you're in your car. What I see a lot of people doing is having a handgun and having it between the driver's seat and the center console, and they end up getting pulled over. An officer sees it there, and when the officer sees that it's not in a holster, then the person who was originally getting pulled over for speeding or not having a front license plate or something ends up getting arrested with being charged with unlawfully carrying of a gun. So if you are going to have your handgun in plain view, then it has to be in a holster. As long as it's in a holster, then you can have it anywhere, even in plain view, including that position between the driver's seat and the center console. If you do have it there, just make sure it's in a holster and you're good to go. If it's not in a holster, then it has to be out of plain view. So you can keep it in your glove compartment, that center console, as long as your center console is closed, or your trunk, or somewhere like that, where an officer is not going to be able to see that from outside of your car. So just to quickly recap, if you are going to have your gun in plain view, make sure it's going to be in a holster. Otherwise, make sure that it's put away so that it's not in plain view. Or if you want to be doubly careful, just make sure it's in a holster in your car at all the times. And then regardless of whether it's in plain view or not, then it's in a holster and you're good to go. The other time that we see people charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon is if they get charged with another crime. It is illegal to have a gun in your car if you're in the commission of another crime. And the way that we see that getting charged a lot is if somebody gets arrested for DWI, the officer checks their car and finds a gun, even if it's in the glove compartment or somewhere else where they would normally be able to have it. Just the fact that they are getting arrested for DWI, them also having the gun in their car means that they're going to have that charge. And now instead of just facing the DWI charge, they've got 2 charges that they're going to have to face. That means the bond is going to be higher, hiring an attorney is going to cost you more money. And if they do end up on probation, it's usually going to be more conditions of probation and the longer length that they're on probation for if they do end up that way. And I do want to emphasize 2 things. 1, unlawful carry when you're committing another crime also. The gun doesn't have to be used in the commission of that crime. So if you're being charged for DWI or if they arrest you for possession of a drug or whatever, the gun doesn't have to be out or anything else. It could be in your glove compartment or even your trunk, and you could still get arrested for having a gun with you while you're committing another crime. The second thing is that having it not in plain view or having it in a holster, that relates to handguns in your vehicle. It does not relate to rifles or shotguns or other long guns. So it's important to keep that in mind as well. I hope that this information has been helpful. If you have any questions, like I said earlier, feel free to give us a call at 210-405-6410. Or if you're being charged with a crime here in San Antonio, first thing you should be doing is giving us a call or scheduling that consultation with us using the link below. That way we can help walk you through this case and get this case behind you. Have a great day.